Hello, HPED 330. My name is Zachary Hill, and my final project is on nutrition. Nutrition is an interesting subject because no matter your class, race, or gender, if you don't practice good eating habits, the ill effects can come back and haunt you. When I think about nutrition on the macro scale, I think about the current crisis of obesity across our country. I was looking at data that showed that PA is ranked 24th in the country, and 31.6% of our residents are considered obese. When I think about the micro level, I think about my school, where students come in the morning with bags full of junk food that they purchased at the corner store, which is supposed to be their lunch or snacks for the day. Something that's promising that I observed while watching the NBA Finals this year between the Golden State Warriors and the Toronto Raptors is that a lot of the NBA superstars were attributing their success being able to play all year due to good nutrition. So I'm going to get into my presentation. I start off by defining nutrition, and I explain the nutrition process. I break down the 6 classes of nutrients, and then I start to get into the prevention, what we can teach our students how to prevent eating habits by explaining the benefits of nutrition and the symptoms of malnutrition. After that, I get into the application. How can we solve this for ourselves? By explaining good nutrition habits for infants, children, and adults. Nutrition is defined by the Oxford Dictionary as the act or process of nourishing or being nourished. The sum processes by which an animal or plant takes in and utilizes food substances. The nutrition process. The body needs essential nutrients in large amounts. These macronutrients include protein, fat, carbohydrates, and water. The micronutrients that we need, such as vitamins and minerals, are also necessary, but in smaller amounts. Your body obtains nutrients through the process of digestion. Food is broken down into compounds that the gastrointestinal tract can absorb and the body can then use. All right. I looked up the National Athletic Trainers Association statement on nutrition, which emphasized the importance of preventing, detecting, and managing disorder eating in athletes. And there should be a focus on safe weight loss and maintenance practices in sports and exercise. And we should also evaluate dietary supplements for performance nutrition. So there are 6 classes of essential nutrients. And we're going to start off with protein, which is very important because it helps you maintain a healthy weight and allows your body to function properly. You get protein in meat, fish, poultry, eggs, milk, legumes, and nuts. This protein helps form important parts of the muscles, bone, blood, enzymes, some hormones, and cell membranes. Protein repairs tissues, regulates water and acid-base balance, and helps in growth and supply energy. We're moving on to another essential nutrient, which is carbohydrates, aka carbs. And they're important because they are essential for maximum energy, speed, and stamina. We can get carbs in our grains, fruits, vegetables, and milk. Which then the function of carbohydrates is to supply energy to the cells in the brain, the nervous system, and blood. It supplies energy to muscles during exercise. Which then takes us to fats. Fats build up health cells. They build up cells in the brain. and they act as a protective cushion for your major organs. You get fats in animal foods, grains, nuts, seeds, fish, and vegetables. And as I was saying, it supplies energy, insulates, supports, and cushions the organs, provides a medium for absorption of fat and soluble vitamins. Vitamins. We get our vitamins in fruits, vegetables, and grain, also found in meat and dairy products. Vitamins are important because they promote specific chemical reactions in cells. Minerals. We get our minerals in most food groups, and they help regulate body function, aids in growth and maintenance of body tissues, acts as catalysts for the release of energy. And finally, water, which we can get in fruits, vegetables, and the drinking of liquids. So our body makes up 50 to 60% of body weight is of water, and it provides a medium for chemical reactions. It transports chemicals, regulates temperature, and removes waste products. So now we're into the prevention part of the presentation. So when we're teaching our kids, we don't always need to introduce the negative aspects of malnutrition and not eating right. We can present the good things. And hopefully when our students and athletes learn about all the positives of eating healthy, they can find something that they would like to work on with their body and try to improve it through good eating. And when you look at the benefits of good nutrition, there is really something that helps benefit all students and athletes, whether you are into the athletics or into school and theater and the arts. There are things that you can improve in your body that can help you perform these tasks. So good nutrition protects against cancer, helps eyesight, it helps your brain function, it helps immune health, enhances detoxification, it supports heart health, reduces inflammation and improves vascular function, lowers the blood pressure, helps with dental health, high energy, and body weight control. There's something here for everyone. Continue on with prevention of malnutrition and bad eating habits. We are going to get into some of the negative aspects. And in the back, I have a bag of hot Cheetos, which according to some of my middle school students, this is considered one of the major food groups. All right, so symptoms of malnutrition, anemia, diarrhea, disorientation, irritability, anxiety, and attention deficits, goiter, loss of reflexes and lack of muscular coordination, muscle twitches, amenorrhea, scaling and cracking of the lips and mouth. Malnourished children can be thin and have weak immune systems. Malnourished children, in terms of school, tend to perform less on mental tasks while in school, which when I researched that brought a personal connection when I think of inner city schools and not having access to healthy food sources and making a connection with that and underperforming on academic state assessment tests. It kind of brought everything together. So we are now into nutrition for infants, and that is the application. As parents, when we are either breastfeeding or feeding our children formula, I have a breakdown of the different vitamins, protein that our babies need per 100 calories and the maximum 100 calories to have good nutrition levels. So as you can see, I've broken down vitamins and protein, fat, more vitamins, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium. And for those that need a refresher, G stands for grams, MG stands for milligrams, MCG stands for micrograms, and IU is the international unit for measure soluble vitamins. Now we are on to children, which is continuing on with our application aspect of the presentation. How can we eat healthy? For children, is recommended to follow a healthy eating pattern across the lifespan, which focus on a variety of nutrient density and amount. We should have our children support healthy eating patterns for all. Limit calories from added sugars and saturated fats, and reduce sodium intake. Shift to healthier food and beverage choices. An ideal meal for children would be 30% grains, 30% vegetables, 20% fruits, and 20% protein. And the strategy that we could use when teaching our kids about nutrition is bringing in healthy alternative snacks. My students love all snacks, so we expose them to some healthier alternatives. They might request that from their parents when their parents go food shopping. Nutrition for adults. What can we do to fight malnutrition and to maintain a healthy diet? Consume grains at 3 to 3.5 ounces per day. Fruits, consume daily 0.35 to 0.47 liters per day. Vegetables, consume 0.59 to 0.71 liters per day. Dairy, consume 0.71 liters per day. Protein, consume 5 to 6 ounces per day. And oils, men consume about 6 to 7 teaspoons, where women should consume 5 to 6 teaspoons per day. I hope my presentation was helpful. I want to thank everyone for a great semester. I learned a lot from our discussion boards and our final presentations. Good luck with your futures.